It's week 1 of the NFL, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Bulldogs and the Steamers. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the London Bulldogs and the Memphis Steamers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season. And these two squads, they're going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April, or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Memphis. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down now, McMahon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. Ended up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
So they bring out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice, because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Right back to him on 1st down. Room here to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
Brutal. So take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll look to throw here. coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. 3.5 to go, first quarter. They'll set up a throw. It's complete. He finds Falk here. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game. It will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. 2nd and 4. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Hands it off out of the gun. Sharp there with his feet. Gets him a little extra space. And then drop just inside the 20. We're scoreless after 1. On to the second quarter. Memphis in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Carson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
They'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. And it'll be intercepted. The defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So the penalty rightfully declined. They'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? In the end, though, doesn't matter. Still a completed pass.
He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Buying time to us, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And they rattle off a big one. 47 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Steamers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. 5 plays there on that drive. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. London about set to take over on offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And it's caught by Olsen. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. Next, we head off to check out another game. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visit.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going, so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's got a man, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
It's a gain of 34. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And Bolden brings it in, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Back to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Back to throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Steamers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
I know I'm an old defender, but I've got to give credit where credit's due. That was smart play calling right there on 3rd and 4. They didn't need to do too much. Just let their guy get out there and sit down in the zone, and they hit him for the completion for the first down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's got room at the 30, and he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. And a huge play that time. 48 yards. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
They'll run on 1st down. McMahon, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd and 1. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Memphis, Tennessee. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Bulldogs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. The quarterback will keep it himself. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. But just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job, because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. They're going to look to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And that will come the offense as they take over. London about set to take over on offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. 2nd and 2. They'll try the left side. McMahon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, McMahon. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. 2nd and 5. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding of where they are on the field?
They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there with his 1st career touchdown in his 1st career game. And the Bulldogs have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
The extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive, 12 plays in length. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 4, and time a huge factor. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And what a big-time play there. 59 yards. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest. Takes it at the 7. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So now the story changes. Trailing by a field goal. 23 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down at midfield. So the first play of the drive, not only do they get the first down, but a big chunk of yardage. And looking pretty good here. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. Now they burn the timeout. And they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff up the middle. McMahon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of the season.
So for the home team here, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for the Londoners, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Use the options on the left to edit league settings. Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Use the options on the left to edit league settings or change your role to a player or owner. Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Week 1 of the National Football League, and there's no love lost between these NFC East foes. It's the Crusaders.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from OKC. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. They'll start on the ground here on first down. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Bond. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Bond. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a young man making his first NFL start.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 2nd and 3. Try to lay one up deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to kick it away.
Results in the 4th down.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go. It's Leonard. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And on now is the punter, standing just about on his own goal line. Dances by him. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10.
On 2nd down, Galvin. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Pressure comes, and down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Throwing to start the drive. Bond. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Leonard. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And Nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll set up a throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this week one contest. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Arnold. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 14-yard line.
On second down, Galvin. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. They'll set up to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So the completion gets him just a yard, and now it's 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Bisons post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Throwing to start the drive. Bond throwing the out route incomplete. It's Simpson. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Second down at 4. Looking to throw. Bond Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. On first down, Leonard. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Leonard. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bond. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Crusaders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A 10-play drive that time. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Barker. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Back to throw now on first down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 2. And his throw here's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw again.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And able to catch it on the left side, but they're going to rule it out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start with one of the toughest rivalries of this or any other week. Pittsburgh playing host to Cincinnati in the AFC North. And it's the Steelers who are out in front. Tua Tagovailoa has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. The Panthers locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. We'll continue on and take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half. And there's not much to speak of in terms of passing efficiency. But in a tie game, they know a few tweaks could make a big difference going forward. Meanwhile, on the other side, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Barker. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, are going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Arnold.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a handoff up the middle. Galvin. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. Back to throw here. Over the middle, complete. It's Arnold.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
The pass intercepted. They'll take over first down.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Bond. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. To throw on second down. Bond.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
On third down, it's Leonard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield that can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run the counter. Leonard. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. On second down now. It's Leonard. Heck of a move and then brought down near the 23. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody, to Oklahoma City. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. He finds his man, complete. That's Leonard.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Bond. And his throw is incomplete. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Back to throw. Bond. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Holding, offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Second and 4. And he's got his man on the out route. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it. Yeah.
What I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Arnold. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Throwing to start the drive. Bond. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. They run the counter. It's Leonard, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
On third down, Leonard. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by a field goal, and time a huge factor. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. Back to throw. Looking middle, and now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Now a dump off here complete, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll look to throw. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Barker. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for him here the entire second half.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So a big one coming now for Aldrick Rosas. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. On the return, it's Coates. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Take it in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Our visitors getting set to take over on offense. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Crusaders.
Looking to throw. Bond. And this is Simpson with a catch. On second down, it's Leonard. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He finds his man, complete. That's Leonard. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So they bring out their punter. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The home side once again ready to take over offensively. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play. And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They're going to look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
Yeah, starting to put together a nice drive. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. A lot of efficiency here on this this drive. Heck, this may be their best drive of the game.
Yeah, if they'd moved it like this throughout the entire game, we probably wouldn't be here in overtime. But right now, what you just said was the key word, efficiency. Taking care of the ball, move it downfield, get themselves in a position to score and win this game.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
So that will be it. And how about that to start a season, Charles? Both teams 0-0-1.
Say that again?
Yeah, 0-0-1.
That is not what you expect to see when you look at the box scores, right? When you look at the standings after a game like that. And do you really think they worked the whole summer, the whole offseason to come in week 1 and leave with a tie?
No, I don't. But, hey, I guess better than being 0-1-0.
Good point.
Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Columbus.
Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And we get a glance at their leader in the huddle, the veteran, in his 9th season now in the league.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Edwards. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A little juke. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their 9th-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of a yard.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
2nd and 11. He finds his man, complete. That's Richards. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here.